What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Come on in. Spam risk. Somebody calling me on the spam tip. Somebody calling me on the spam tip. Shout out to everybody, man. Make sure you go follow me on my Instagram. Snowman Rock D. Rock D, what up, man? Zay Rich, come on, let's go. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Make sure y'all go follow me on my Instagram, the podcast with Soul. I appreciate you. I got 3 more of these shirts left. Y'all go on my website, pick them up, the podcast with Soul.bigcartel.com. Look, so let's talk about it, man. How many of y'all, if you've had confidence your whole life, well, first of all, let's do this here. Let's do this here. If you have confidence now, put a 1 in the live chat. If you do not have confidence now, put a 6 in the live chat. Roddy, thanks for your channel membership. Snowman, what up? If you have confidence now, put a 1 in the live chat. If you do not have confidence now, put a 6 in the live chat. Let's start it off right there. Then I'm going to start talking about me. Because you know that's all I want to talk about is me. Scram Jam. Snowman. We got the ones that's coming in. The ones that's coming in. We're going to talk about that, Scram Jam. We're going to talk about that part. Carbonated Tarzan, 1. Shadow Soda, what up? Lionel in the building. Southern California, I see you. Ventura. My shoulder. John Pete, what up, man? Boston in the building. We got Boston in the building. We got Malcolm X in the building. We got California in the building. We got Philly in the building. Your wife, what up, man? What's happening? So listen, if you have confidence now, today, put a 1 in the live chat. If you do not have confidence today, put a 6 in the live chat. Reading Road. You understand? Hamilton County. I see you. Seymour Ave. The Natty. 1. Okay. One. I didn't say 5. Somebody put a 5 up there. They finna get blocked. Okay, cool. Now. Hey, Rod D, take care of that. Take care of that with the nonsense. Take care of that. Hit him upside the head. All right, so look. Louisiana in the building. What's up, Louisiana? Now, the next question is, if you've had confidence your whole life, from childhood, teenage years, up until today, put a 2 in the live chat. If you've had confidence your whole life, childhood, teenage years, adulthood to today, put a 2. If you had to build your confidence over time, if you've built it, you leave it open. If you've, all right, come on. If you've built it over time, then if you put a 7 in the live chat. If you've had it childhood, teenage years, adulthood, put a 2, your whole life. If you've had to build it at some point, put a 7. 7. Melba Floyd, 7. Zay Rich, 7. Lack of confidence be really detrimental to mental health and can last a lifetime. Jacqueline is in the building. I see you, Jacqueline. Forever Noble. Brother telling the house. 7. Fierce Soul, John P. Everybody double tap that screen and give this video a thumbs up if you feel like giving it a thumbs up. If you don't want to give it a thumbs up, you don't have to. Now, it's called life confidence on and off like a light switch. Talk to them. Now, let's do this one. Well, we already know the answer to that. All right, so I want everybody to put up a reply. All the ones. How important is confidence in yourself? In life? Raheem in the building. Raheem on the truck, he tuned in. How important is confidence? Everybody put up a comment. Leave it to 1 or 2 words, 3 words, 4 words. Of little importance or major importance. Extremely. Fit over 50. Super, John P. Extremely, Forever Noble. Shadow Soda, 100. Most important. Life can be heaven and hell just based on confidence alone. Snowman, very important. Confidence helped me with my greatest fears. Utmost importance, True Libra. It's everything, man. Confidence is God. Uh-oh. They're getting deep now. Now they're getting deep. Michael Walker is coming in here and he's getting deep. And he's taking this conversation to where it makes people uncomfortable. Hella important. Carbonated Tarzan. Super important. Magnanimous 137. Of utmost. But check out Michael Walker. Extremely important. JoJo Major. Gotta show the world I'm not lacking. You need confidence to flip that light switch, life or death. How many of you, if you were taught confidence, Jacqueline Bethea, I see you, Tyler Robinson. If you were taught confidence in elementary school, junior high, and high school, put a 4. If you were not taught self-confidence from kindergarten through 12th grade, put an 8. If you were taught confidence from kindergarten through 8th grade, put a 4. If you weren't, put an 8. We're talking about in school now. In school. Brooklyn Capo. RH in the building. RH in the building. I see you. Okay. Now, this is to not sure how to obtain, but I wasn't taught. I think some people are born with confidence. So then that would have to be Scram James, that some people are born without confidence, right? My parents passed down low self-esteem to me, to be honest. Now we getting somewhere. AC Redshaw School, New Brunswick, New Jersey. So The majority of us were not taught self-confidence in school. The overwhelming majority. There's been more 8s than 4s. Now, where do I want to go with this? Let me sip a cup of coffee. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Now, people that are born confident actually had good people around them in childhood, not born. Women are attracted to confident men, but at the same time want to break their confidence to keep them from leaving. Must guard your confidence. I king of agree with Scram. I kind of agree. Confidence is like being an introvert, an extrovert. I'm introvert and have a hard time being confident and being social. Confidence could be a gift. Well, let me talk about me. I, for one, think that we are not born with confidence or without confidence. I think confidence is a learned behavior. I think I was a product of my environment, right? My mother raised me. I was raised by a single mother, right? She possessed a level of confidence I can't gauge because I was young at the time, but she also had character defects too now. She also had character defects too now that screamed low self-esteem. She was confident. She believed in herself, but she also had qualities of self-hatred and self-rejection. Yes, she did. This is my mother. I ain't running down on her. My mother dead, but I got to tell the truth. Now, that being said, she passed all of that to me. Self-destructive behavior. She possessed some of that too. And it's not her fault. And it's not my fault. Right? You only can give, you become what you were taught, right? So I acquired a lot of the attributes and characteristics and traits and mental attitudes and thought processes of my mother, right? And I couldn't help to, because she was my number one nurturer. She was my only nurturer, right? So that being the case, I spent more time with her than anybody else. So who and what she was and what she thought had to pass on to me. Good or bad, her good qualities and her bad qualities, right? She had a hell of a work ethic. She had a tremendous work ethic. Y'all see how my work ethic is, right? Good and the bad. I got to accept me. I got to accept me. I don't care nothing about you. I got to accept me. I appreciate y'all. All 62 of y'all on this live, all 32 of y'all done hit the thumbs up, and we come and we kick it. But when this goddamn live go off, I got to live with me. I got to talk about me. Ramzan, what up? She passed all of this stuff on to me. Now, she could only give me what was passed on to her from her mother and father and her upbringing. And those people who passed that along to her could only give her what had been passed along to them when they was coming up. See, it goes backward. It goes backward, It goes backward. And for me, my story, I don't know your story. I don't know your story, King James Mayo. I don't know your story. But I'm foundational Black American. My mother picked cotton as a little girl, 200 pounds a day for 75 cents a day. She picked 200 pounds of cotton, big old bag. And when they took it to weigh it to get paid, after they picked the cotton, they would take it to the white man to weigh it to get the 75 cents. They would throw water on the cotton. They have a big old sack of cotton, and she said we would throw water on the cotton to make the cotton wet and heavy so it weighed more, so you would get more when they weighed it. And this story I was told a similar story on my father's side. He said when he picked cotton, my mother go back to Georgia, my father go back to South Carolina. Lincoln, Georgia, Bennisville, South Carolina. If that's my real father, because it's questions about that too. You know, my mother wasn't the most honest woman in the world. She told some lies. Let's talk about it. Don't be scared. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. I got to talk about me so that my mental health can be all right. I can know exactly who I am, so I don't have to feel like I got to be like this one. Or it might be good to be like that one. Or it might be good to be like that. I got to accept me and my truth in order for me to have confidence and be happy. My mother told some lies. She wasn't perfect. Yes, she did. So on my father's side, he said when they picked cotton and when they took it out to the white man the way to get paid, they would throw dirt in the bag. They would throw dirt in the bag so that the bag would weigh more so that they could get more money. I know I'm solid, Henry D. I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all. This ain't no act. I don't wear no costume. I don't put on no show. I don't wear no mask. You understand? A lot of y'all don't want to admit. A lot of y'all don't want to admit because it's psychologically painful to you that your mother was once 16 and 17 years old before you was born, 15 years old, 18 years old, having sex in the back of a car on a whim with a dude she liked. You don't want to vision that. But it's okay for you in your current age today to take a honey out and knock her down in the passenger seat or the back seat. Right? You don't want to look at that part. But my mother was there, and so was your mother too. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. In the same way, you want these honeys to give you head, right? You don't want to visualize. You can't even visualize mama. Oh, mama. You can't visualize old mama. Gave some head too in the car in the back seat. But anyway, we could only become who gave us the information. Now, for me, I grew up. Taj, what up, man? You got the hat? Send me a screenshot. Send me a selfie, Taj. I'm gonna post you on my Instagram. I lacked confidence growing up. In my childhood years, well into my teenage years, even when I got into my 20s. True confidence, man. And when I say confidence, yes, we know the Webster's dictionary definition of what? Belief in oneself, belief in one's abilities, what do they say? A comfortable belief in oneself. Chris James, my mom's was never with my pops. He was a dope dealer, and they just liked each other and had a moment. Laughed out she was 18. Talk to him, Chris. Chris, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your channel membership. Thank you, sir. And all I did, my mother, all she did, and I'm not running down on my mother, right? Because I've been forgave her. I've been forgave me. I've been forgave me. I've been forgave me. I've been told Sean, I'm sorry for what happened to you, man, but it wasn't your fault. I've been let myself off the hook. And I've been in my mind, in the deepest recesses of my soul, apologize to my mother and say, you know what, Ma? I forgive you. You ain't perfect. You know, you had me when you was 25, and I know that when I was 25 and 24 and 23, I was crazier than a bag of dust too. So I've been forgiven these people, my father, all of that. I don't harbor any type of resentment or anger or anything like that for how I was raised, because a resentment is like pissing on yourself, right? You're the only one that feel it, right? A resentment is like pissing on yourself. You're the only one that feel it. My man, Mr. R, with the dope super chat, all the way from Norway. Ramzam, hold on a second. I don't want to lose my train of thought. So I've been forgiving myself. I've been forgiving these people, and I've been told myself it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. And when I told myself that it wasn't my fault, it was like a big backpack full of cinder blocks. I was able to take it off and say, damn, you mean I ain't got to carry that no more, Sean? And I said, nah, Sean, nigga, you ain't got to carry that no more. You all right. You understand? Yeah, but look at how it turned out. Just start rebuilding yourself from here, Sean. Start rebuilding yourself from this day. I can still rebuild myself from this day at 45 years old. Yeah, Sean, it ain't never too late to be all right with yourself, to reconcile with yourself, to fall in love with yourself, to be your own best friend instead of your worst enemy. You don't have to stick you up no more. You don't have to mug you no more. You don't have to rob you no more. You don't have to jerk you no more. You don't have to put the pistol to your head no more. You don't have to fuck you around no more. It's okay. You could be cool with you. You could show you love. You could take the softer, easier route. You don't have to be fake. You could be yourself. You can accept yourself, and you can love yourself. I can. Yes, you can. And once I did that, the door was open. And that was when I really began to build my confidence. The confidence that you see, the arrogance that you see, came into play at 45 years old. In the joint. In the joint. So, you know, the money I had, the clothes I wore, the cars I drove, the women I had, the houses I had, the real estate I had, the stocks I had, the options I had, the business I had. It was all good. Nothing wrong. Hell of an accomplishment. But I still had that inner gnawing in my soul, in my chest. I still had it, even when I had all that money. I still said yes when I wanted to say no. Ow! I still said yes when I wanted to say no. I still laughed at jokes that wasn't funny. I still hung around people that I knew didn't like me. I still went to events and occasions where there were people there that I didn't like and they didn't like me. And I showed up because I wanted to be a part of or fit. Nah, nah, nah. No more. No more. So I've built my self-confidence over time. And my self-confidence is true. My self-confidence is true. My self-confidence is authentic. My self-love is authentic. My arrogance is authentic. Me being conceited is authenticity. My self-love is authentic. My humility is authentic. My respect is authentic. My humbleness is authentic. My respect for everybody is authentic. Because whenever I mention my arrogance, my conceit, my self-confidence, I can't just leave it there, because then that wouldn't be right and exact. Because right here, adjacent to, juxtaposed to, parallel to, side by side is respect, humility, honesty, humbleness, right? So that I don't let these get way out of hand and I become obnoxious and hard to deal with, right? And maybe put myself in a position where I get my head bust clean to the white meat. So I wasn't taught self-confidence. But let me say this. Before I get on the next topic, let me say this. Let me get with my man Rams in. Mr. R sent me the Norwegian kroner. Yo, Sean, quick question right off the top. You ever had lower back pain? I had it for a week now and it kills me. I've contacted the docs and they telling me to take painkillers. But that shit gets your dome piece messed up. Ramzan, I pulled the muscle over here probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I don't get no lower back pain though, Ramzan, to tell you the truth. How much you weigh, Ramzan? How tall are you? How much you weigh? And what did you do to get the back pain? Were you lifting something? You can send it to my phone. Text it to me. Taj, the picture, the phone number you got. Ramzan, where you at? So what I'm gonna go, man, shout out to Dallas. Thomas Dawson in the building. Join the channel membership. I see you, Thomas Dawson. Thank you for your channel membership. Dallas in the building. I have a son. 242. How tall are you, Mr. R? How tall are you, Ramzan? How tall are you? $5'11". What did you do? When did your back start hurting? And did you do anything in particular to make your back start hurting? Were you lifting weights? Did you move a box, refrigerator? Were you trying to pick up an elephant? Or your back just started hurting out the blue? Is it in the middle of your back, the side of your back? I did some heavy lifting on Monday morning. And then your back started hurting? After you did the lifting? How old are you, Ramzan? How old are you? Y'all, this is my nigga Ramzan. from Afghanistan. He lives in Norway. Bought a hoodie. Thomas Dawson, thank you for the super chat. 32. Okay, so Ramzan. My nigga Ramzan bought a hoodie, was sold $200, spent $200. The shipping, I think he paid like $40 or $50 for the shipping. I shipped this hoodie, was sold to Norway. The nigga live in Norway. He from Afghanistan though. I get love all over the world. They shipped the package from New Jersey to Madagascar, Africa first, right? So goddamn month go by, Ramzan called me, yo, Sean, my hoodie in here. We both go online, USPS.com. The package went to Madagascar. I'm like, yo, Ramzan, let's give it like 2 more weeks and see what happened. 2 weeks go by, no hoodie. So I said, yo, I'm getting ready to send you another hoodie, man. Don't worry about the money. It's going to be my nickel. I'm going to send you another one. Bang. He hit me. Boom. About a week later, yo, Sean, the hoodie came in. Ramzan, 32 years old, 242 pounds, at 5'11", you too fat. Right? Number one, at 5'11", you need to be down 197, 198. You understand? But maybe you don't want to get that lean, cut up look, because if you get down that low, you're going to be lean and cut up. Maybe you want to be husky. Maybe you want to be burly. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But 242 pounds on a 5'11 frame is no good, Ramzan. Bring that down 224. Bring that down 223, right? And leave them weights alone. Crazy push-ups, crazy pull-ups, right? You may not be good at pull-ups. You may not be good at but you gotta practice them. It's repetition, it's over and over. Them weights, I've heard stories because we used to do a lot of deadlifting in the feds, right? So I'm in there. I ain't never deadlifted in the world, but I'm letting my low self-esteem, right, and my competitive mentality and my low self-esteem get the best. 5'7", 153 is good money. 5'7", 153 is good money. You can get ripped up from right there. I'm letting my low self-esteem and my need to fit in and my need to get approval, right, and my lack of self-acceptance because everybody else deadlifting. Now I'm a deadlift. I ain't never deadlifted in the world. 6'1", 220, work out 4 times a week. Thomas Dawson, I see you. Thomas Dawson, I see you. Taj, I just got the picture. So I'm deadlifting. We all in there deadlifting. But I've heard stories of dudes getting down, deadlifting, and injuring their central nervous system, their spinal cord, zapping their central nervous system, trying to show off and deadlift 525 or 405 or 485 in front and end up in a wheelchair for months trying to deadlift, doing heavy weight. Me and my nigga Mister, we used to do dips, weighted dips. 5'10", 165, that's good money. We used to do weighted if you trying to get cut up and lean. So I'm letting my low self-esteem, my competitive nature, put myself at risk. I'm getting good money with one Cadillac on the belt, 145 plate. I'm getting good money. Nah. Me and Mister, we over there competing. Let's put 2 on. Let's put 3 on. So instead of me saying, I don't weigh but what was I in there? About 173, 174. And I'm gonna put 3 Cadillacs on here, 3 45-pound plate, 135, and I'm gonna try to do some weighted dips with that, and damn near broke my wrist. Damn near broke my wrist. I couldn't work out for like 3 months. I couldn't even do one push-up. I sprained my wrist so bad because I didn't want to say, man, I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't got to do all that. You do it. I'm still money though. So a lot of times we be lifting for ego. That's how I tore my bicep. Not rushing, impatient. You know, so take your time. You're 32 years old, Ramzan. You're 32. Put yourself on a 24-month plan. Put yourself, program it in your mind. Now, I don't need to get right by February. I don't need to get right by April. I'm going to give myself 16 months. I'm going to give myself 16 months to get right. And take your time. And the physique game is it takes time. You gotta lock it in. See, the shit is this, man. See, I know, see, this took me, next month, January, will be 9 years I've been home from prison, right? 9 years, right? I just got finished food on me, but my point is this. To get a physique, to get a body, my body is decent. My shit ain't the best, you understand? It ain't the best, but it's decent. To get a body like this, I had to mentally decide, right, that I wanted a body like this, right? Check me out. I mentally decided I want a body like this. Now, I didn't have no abs. When I was in prison, I didn't have no abs. Very little. But I was bigger because we going heavy max every day in the weight pit. Every day. You know, you in the weight pit, you on the weight pile with 40 other inmates, and everybody is just out there just shining, right? Ain't no light day. Everybody getting one bento roast. Flat bench. I mean, it's a prison yard. So ain't no feelings, ain't no emotions. You know, this one that lost his appeal. This dude that found out his wife, his brother is knocking down his wife and riding around with his kids in his Cadillac Escalade. You understand? This dude that found out his mother died. You know, I'm going through a child custody case with Sean. She living with some dude. So we all in there, right, with all these problems, but we stuck like Chuck. We can't move. So we taking all of the aggression out in the weight pile. So this is the key. And I got to do an Instagram post like this. If you want to look like this, and maybe you don't have to. Maybe you want to stay strong and you don't care how you look. But see, I like this look. See, this that look. Look at these sweatpants. $125. Goddamn, the embroidery alone cost me goddamn $45 just for the embroidery. See, I like this look. Right? So I told my nigga, Mister, because I used to see this dude from Kentucky, right? The Turtle Shell, Switzerland. I used to see this dude from Kentucky. Nigga had a beard. Bald head nigga with a beard. He was one of them noble Drew Ali niggas, right? He believed in, he followed that, right? But yo, this dude with his t-shirt on, look at these cuts. Look at how I look. I don't take no supplements, no creatine, no nothing. On my eyesight. May I never see little Sean again. Goddamn Donnie Williams. Donnie Williams back in here. He ain't been in here in a while. This dude from Kentucky, listen, y'all, through his t-shirt. You see them trap muscles right there? You see them traps? You can see the traps. You can see his trap muscles through the t-shirt. Right? You can see the trap muscles through the t-shirt. Right? And there was a lot of dudes like that. But, and then his sleeve, his t-shirt was tight. And I like women, so don't even come at me like that. His t-shirt was tight, and you see that little line right there? You see them little lines right there? You could see the lines in the t-shirt. And I'm like, I could never look like that. I could never look like that. No matter, before I went to prison, no matter how much protein powder I used, no matter how many protein shakes I went and got at the juice bar at LA Fitness or whatever gym, I'm taking everything. Put that in there. Put that in, yeah. Give me 2 scoops. Throw an extra banana in there. I could never get this look right here. You see how I'm cut up? You see that? You see how I'm cut up? And I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, yo, how? You know what I'm saying? Through the shirt. Through the shirt. And I'm like, so I go to him. And I say, yo, man, how you look like that, man? I said, man, how do I get abs? I can't get abs, man. Teach me how to get abs, man. How do I look like that? How you, because some mornings, right, you could go in the bathroom. Y'all listening to me enough? Y'all listening to me enough? Y'all listening to me enough? Because if you're not listening to me, I won't tell the story. You don't want to talk about it? You want to hear this story, yes or no? You want to hear this story, yes or no? You eat 250 grams daily. You eat 250 grams of what daily? Oh, cottage cheese? Yeah, call me on the FaceTime. Call me on the FaceTime. I'm on my live. Call me on the FaceTime. So some mornings, when you wake up in the morning, right, niggas is getting right, they getting ready to go to work or whatever, work out, do the gym. You would go in the bathroom, and in the bathroom where I was at Morgantown, it was a long mirror, and it was about 8 sinks. Goddamn Ramzan. Thanks for the advice and knowledge, Sean. I'll take this with me and keep focused on losing weight. I ain't finna mess with no weights again for a while. Leave them weights alone. Or go lightweight, Ramzan. Ramzan, go lightweight and cut up and bring that 242. Listen, let me ask y'all something. I ain't gonna forget what the story meant. Hey, Ramzan. Everybody in live chat, how much do I weigh? How much do I weigh? Put your best guess in there as to how much you think I weigh. I ain't trying to show y'all my butt. I like women. How much y'all think I weigh? Women. All right? 145. Is that kilograms or 165, 162, 84? I don't know about the kilograms. You got to convert that to American. 170, $1.50, 156. So, Ramzan, you come down from 242. you come down to 217, right? And you're gonna look like you weigh 242. Because once you cut up, motherfuckers swear I weigh 180, 185 pounds. They swear I weigh 175, 180, 185. And I don't. But when you cut up and ripped up, it makes you look like you weigh more than what you actually do. So it's like 8 sinks in the bathroom. So you could get there in the morning and it'd be a nigga in front of every sink, brushing his teeth, looking at himself in the mirror, getting ready to get on his day. And sometimes niggas would have their shirt off in the bathroom, right? They had their sweats on, whatever, shorts, but their shirt would be off. And you go in there for something, either wash your hands or use the bathroom or piss, and then you see them niggas in there with their shirt off, the ones that be done dead, 6 years, they've been in there 10 years. And when you see them with their shirt off, you be like, you don't peek. You take a quick peek, but then you don't stare. Yo, it be muscles on top of muscles, cuts, everything, right? And I used to be like, damn, I want to look like that. I can't do it though. Why I can't look like that? So I go to my man. I humble myself. Arrogant Sean G. Egotistical Sean G. Conceited Sean G. I say, yo, man. How do you get abs, man? I can't get abs. Help me get abs. Right? How do I get cut up? Because he used to do a lot of burpees. Him and this nigga from Atlanta. The nigga from Kentucky, the nigga from Atlanta will go over in the corner in the gym and do burpees for like 30 minutes straight, 45 minutes straight, and it'd be a puddle of water on the floor in front of both of them from the burpees, right? I remember one time I asked him, when I first got there, I said, yo, can I come do some burpees with y'all? He said, no. And looked at me like that, stared at me, looked me dead in my eye, and didn't blink, looked to the left, right. He said, no. Because he knew I wasn't ready for that kind of work, right? I'm just trying to get down with them because I see them doing. And then the other nigga that he was doing the burpees with from Atlanta, me and him was all right. Me and the nigga from Atlanta was all right because I told him, yo, I went to Morris Brown. I went to school in Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta. So me and him was all right. So I asked him, I said, yo, can I come do? He said, man, it get real over there, man. Man, it get real over there, man. That down south accent, he said, man, it get real over there, man. And basically what he was telling me was, nah, man, you're not ready for that. You're not ready to do burpees for 30 minutes to 40 minutes straight, nonstop. You're not there, right? Because there's a mental attitude that you have to achieve, and then your gas tank has to be able to last, right? So my man told me, he said, man, look at how you eat. I see you come back. They don't want no wannabe down. He said, man, I see you come back from commissary. Every week you go to commissary, you come back with a 12-pack of sodas, a 12-pack of Milky Way, a 12-pack of Three Musketeers, a 12-pack of Snickers, some honey buns, right? He said, man, you got to let that go. He said, man, you got to let that go. He said, man, you can't eat all that sugar. And then he said, well, what do you drink? When we go to Mainline and eat, do you drink the Kool-Aid, the fountain lemonade, the Kool-Aid? Because we had the fountain sodas. You take your cup and you go, psh, and it give you purple Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid. And I would mix all three. Little red, little orange, little purple. He said, do you drink that? I said, man, I said, yeah. He said, you drink it for lunch and dinner? I said, yeah. He said, man, you got to drink water with every meal. You got to drink water with every meal, and you got to let the candy bars go, the honey buns go, the sodas go. And he said, you're going to lose weight. And you know what? Your bench press going to go down. Your squat going to go down. Your deadlift going to go down. Your bent over rows is going to go down. Your curls is going to go down. Your tricep, all of your weightlifting, you're going to get weaker. And that bothered me because I took pride in my flat bench, right? Because I was able to hit 315 for 2, 325 for 2 on the flat bench, you know, and I was kind of known for like that flat bench. But he was right, because 90 days before I got ready to come home, I stopped going to the weight pit and I started doing the spin bike, and I started doing burpees, and I started doing abs and calisthenics for like the last 90 days, definitely the last 60 days. And sure enough, my weight came down maybe from like 177, 178, right? I came down to like 172. My bench press went down. There was a point where I could hit 225. I could hit 225 17 times. But when I lost all the weight and you know, just tried to get shredded, you know, that went down from 17 times to I could hit it maybe 12, 13 times. So I lost strength, but I got the look, right? See, like, it looks like I can lift a lot of weight, right? And I can't. I'm still nice. I'm strong. I'm still strong now, but I'm not as strong as I could be if I ate spaghetti, if I ate French fries, if I ate pizza, right? If I drank soda, if I ate the hamburger with the bun and the fries, you understand? If I ate potato salad, white potatoes, I'll get strong as a motherfucker, but I won't look like nothing. But I won't look like nothing. You understand? So for me, I made the decision that I'm gonna forego the strength, right? I'm gonna forego the power, and I'm gonna lose weight, and I'm gonna give up some strength, but in exchange, I'm gonna be healthier, number one. I'm gonna be eating healthier, right? I'm not gonna have no gut, right? My abs is gonna be in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look like something. So it's one of the two. You can't have both. You can't have both, in my opinion, unless you're taking something. In my opinion, you know? You know, so that's how that went. That's how that went. So don't, you know, and I'm still strong. I'm still strong, right? I can lift my body weight. I could give you a 30 clip on pull-ups. I could give you 30 clip on pull-ups. I could give you a 90 clip on push-ups, one set, right? I could give you 50 body squats in the bucket, or more, 60, 70, I don't know. I never did. I'm still strong, right? It's my left bicep. But I look good. I look good. And I'm strong, right? I look like something. When I'm walking around in the summertime, or when I'm down here in Florida and I'm at the calisthenics park, I look like something. If I'm on the basketball court, you understand? Clear that out. Let me come down. I'm coming down. I look like something. You know what I'm saying? to the honeys that's watching, even to the dudes that's playing, to the dudes that's working out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look like that for no dude. You understand? But when you look like something, you immediately influence the person that looks at you and sees your physique, and they immediately have to say, this dude is disciplined. This dude is able to be consistent at exercise. He's able to focus on it. He's able to practice discipline with his eating. He's able to practice discipline with his training. And his mind is together, because you can't have a dope body with a fucked up mind. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. They got to be both. They got to be both. And you could even be on steroids. He loves himself too, Donnie. He takes pride in himself. And the next thing they say, they say all that, and then they say, I don't know if I want to grab that nigga. I don't know if I want to grab him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All of that gets conveyed just by visuals. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanna get that look and be cut up, look at that tricep muscle. You got to give up some weight. You got to give up some weight. I don't know if I could hit 275. I don't know if I could hit 275 on the flat bench right now. I probably couldn't hit it. Whereas when I was in the joint, I was hitting 275 for 7. I was hitting 275 for 7s. I probably couldn't hit it one time now. And I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it is. I don't want to be big, right? I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to be big. I don't want to be all of that. I want to look good. And I want my body to perform well, right? You know, I want my dick to get hard when I'm getting ready to have sex with a woman, right? With no problem. You know, whether I take some Viagra or not, which I don't. But that's what I want. That's what I want. I'm 55 years old. I'm 55 years old. And I'm a straight man. And we men talking. I go to sleep at 55 years old with how I look. With 55 years with how I look. I go to sleep with a hard joint-ski joint, and I wake up in the morning with a hard joint-ski joint at 55. Just like when I was 19. Remember how you was at 18, 19? You know what I'm saying? You was on hard all day. Just take care of your health, man. That's what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm into. You know, I could date women younger than me. I could date women younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm attracted to women younger than me. I could date women younger than me. You know what I'm saying? And be all right. And be all right. And perform in the bedroom. That's all that matters to me. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. I don't do nothing to hurt my body, man. Functionality is the most important thing, not power. That's it. I'm gonna be in my 60s and 70s still agile, still mobile, still functional, still have full functionality, you know what I'm saying? And still do calisthenics, you know what I'm saying? And put myself in a position, I put myself in a position where I don't have to take any kind of medication. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't have to take any kind of medication. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's important to me. I don't want to be cooped up in no hospital. I don't want to be in no ALF, assisted living facility, nursing home. Nah. I want to be at home in my house by myself, cooking me something to eat, and just die right there in my crib. Just fall out and say, that's it. Y'all come get Sean. He through. And tell little Sean to cremate me and take me to Africa and throw me in the Nile. And throw me in the Nile and tell little Sean, just cry for me one day, nigga. I'm going to tell my son, just cry one day. Just be hurt one day. And then the very next day, you get up and you keep right on with the program. You keep right on with the program. And just remember me, remember the good times that we had together, but don't let it break you down. Don't let it break you down. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So like getting back to self-confidence, right? Getting back to self-confidence, right? I teach that to Sean now. He's 13. I've been teaching it to him since he was 5, 6, 7, right? At home. That's my responsibility, to speak life into my seed, to speak life into myself, because he is me and I am him. I got to speak life into him. Sometimes I get upset and get angry and I speak death into him. But I come right back and I speak life into my son, man. You understand? You heard that? Yeah, I heard that. I did too. Sean, you're a great man. You're a great man. I'm proud of you. I tell him that all the time, man. I'm proud of you. You're a great man. You're a stand-up man. You know, I speak that into him. He needs, out of all of the people in the world, even before Jesus Christ, even before Allah, even before Yahweh, Siddhartha, Buddha, the imam, the rabbi, the priest, the preacher, the bishop, the pope, before anything and anybody, he needs to hear from me first. And my words impact him more than anybody or anything. Even the people the figures I just named. He needs to hear that out of my mouth. Paul Ruffin. I appreciate the positive conversations, professional. I appreciate it. Yeah, where you at?
What's up? I'm around. What's up?
I'll call you back. Paul Ruffin, thank you, man. My son needs to hear it from me. Your daughter needs to hear it from you. Your son needs to hear it from you. Not from nobody else. Not from his teachers. His teachers can tell him and it'll have an impact. His grandmother can tell him, the preacher, the principal at school, the books, his friends, but none of them will have the impact on him that my words will have on my son. And nobody will have the impact on your daughter than you. Nobody will have more impact on your daughter than you. No one will have more impact on your sons and daughters than you. My dude Drame, Mo dude Drame, where you at? You in London? You from Africa? I know you from Africa. Mo dude Drame been following me since 2019. Easy. Mo dude Drame, thank you for the super chat. How long you been following me? Started my son at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu yesterday. He cried and was intimidated, asking to go home. I told him, you don't quit, nothing. And he wrote it out and ended up smiling when he left. I got Sean wrestling now. My son is going to wrestling practice 5 days a week. And I told him, Sean is a baseball player, but I wrestled in the 7th grade. I wrestled in the 8th grade. I wrestled in the 9th grade. I wrestled in the 10th grade. And then I quit because I was smoking weed and doing drugs, smoking dust, taking speed, Valiums, all kind of pills and shit. And then I quit everything. But the weed is what destroyed my life. But I wrestled. And I could never beat the kid that was in my weight class. I wrestled, 98 pounds? 88 pounds, 98. I was a little guy. And I couldn't beat the kid who was in my weight class. We would have wrestle-offs to see who would wrestle for that weight class against the school coming in. And I couldn't beat him. He was better than me. He had more experience than me. I only wrestled because my friends was wrestling. The kids I was hanging out with, they said, let's go try out for wrestling. Let's go get on the wrestling team. I said, all right, let's go. But the coach didn't take an interest in me. He didn't take an interest in me, right? And then I grew up with my mother. I grew up with a single mother. There was no male figure. So I was soft, right? Mentally. And, I would give up easy and I'm getting high at the same time. So, but this is the key though. The key is that I got beat up in wrestling practice, right, for those 4 years. But I learned how to wrestle. 1,000%. Right? So, and out of all the UFC fighters, all of the belt holders for every weight class in the UFC or MMA all got a wrestling background. Because eventually fights start out with this, but more times than not, they end up on the ground. And when you get down on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like dudes that only know how to box, they gotta knock the nigga out while they on their feet. Because if you grab them, once they get on the ground, it's a whole nother thing. But anyway, I got him wrestling, and I told him, I said, look, you're gonna get your ass kicked when you go to wrestling. Because you start in the 8th grade. A lot of these kids been wrestling since the 4th grade. They're gonna beat you up in practice. And I said, but Sean, that's okay. Don't let that discourage you. We treat in this wrestling practice, and it's free. Where he's going after school is free. We say this is free schooling, right? You learning how to fight for free, right? So, you go to practice, you get beat up, but you learning these moves, right? The kid is putting the moves on you, and then you putting moves on him, and where you may start off to where when y'all started wrestling, like when me and the kid that I couldn't beat, when I first started wrestling him, he would pin me every time. He would pin me. But as I got better, and I got pissed off and I got angry and I got tired of getting pinned, he couldn't pin me no more. He should just beat me on points. And sometimes when it started off, he would beat me, 18-1, 16-0, right? But I kept going. I got better and better. And then I remember I wrestled him in front of the school one time. And my self-esteem was low, my confidence was low, just like what this video is talking about. So I couldn't be but so good. We wrestled in school, right? And he was younger than me, right? So I was a year older than him. But we had a thing in school one day. It was an auditorium. It was a big, what do you call them things? An auditorium or an event or whatever. So in gym class, the 9th graders, I was in the 9th grade. He was in the 8th grade. His name was Freddie. Freddie Goldbach. Freddie, if you watching this, you gonna know what I'm talking about. So in gym class, they said, we're gonna have wrestle-offs, and the best rally. The best 9th grader will wrestle the best 8th grader. And sure enough, I won my weight class for the 9th grade, and he won his weight class for the 8th grade. And I had never beat this kid ever. And so the day comes, they had posted it all over the school. They put the matches, who's wrestling at 98 pounds, who's wrestling at 115, 127, and it was about 10 matches. And they had it posted all over the school in the hallway. So everybody was like, ooh, yeah, they finna. So the day came, they shut the school down. All the kids went to the gym after lunch. The gym was packed, full of 7th graders, 8th graders, and 9th graders. My match was the first match. And man, we went out there. And like I say, I never beat this kid. I never could beat him. I never beat him. But in the beginning, he used to pin me quick like that. And then when I stopped getting pinned, he would just destroy me by points, right? He was way better than me. And my self-esteem was low and all that. But I looked in that gym, and the gym was packed. And like some kids I hung out with was there. I said, man, ain't no way I'm finna let this motherfucker pin me in front of the whole school. And we went out there and we went at it. And the referee in the wrestle-offs in practice was the coach who really didn't dig me. So he maybe wouldn't give me points that I deserved, back points, escape points, reversals, you know what I'm saying? But I still wasn't better than the kid anyway, but just there was some bias there. But the referee that was going to referee these matches in front of the whole school was the gym teacher, who was a dude out of the Marines. He was straight up and down like 6 o'clock. He was going to call it like he saw it. And we went out. I was the first match. And we wrestled. And I think after the first period, because there's 3 2-minute periods, after the first period, the score was like 0-0. The score was like 0-0. I swear to God, man, this is a true story, man. Yo, this is a true story, man. Then we went out for the second round, second period, and I don't know what the score was. He might have been up like 3-0, 2-0, 2-1, 1-1, but he was probably up. And we went out for the third period, and he ended up beating me, but the score was 3-2. And if anybody is a wrestler, you know that's a competitive match. And so I came close to beat him. I didn't beat him, he beat me. But to me, it was a major, major victory, man. You know, and it made me believe, right? In all of those practices, I got dogged out, you know what I'm saying? I'm crying because I'm losing. I'm in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad, you know. When you know, it paid off, man. It you know, them losses, I saw that I learned something from those defeats, man. And that's the key. So I got Sean wrestling, and I told him, you're gonna get your ass kicked, and that's all right. I just want him to, because wrestling is, there's no team, right? There's no point guard, there's no big power forward to, you know, there's no center that you can kick the ball into and he could dunk it. You know, there's no running back, no middle linebacker. You know, there's no midfield and defense, no goalie. There's no shortstop, no second baseman. When you on that wrestling match, it's just you by yourself. And it's you against another person that's your same weight. And ain't nobody coming to help you. And, you know, I know that once he gets through this season, and I don't care if he don't win a match, that mental attitude that he's going to build from getting beat up in the wrestling practice, you know what that's going to do? How many of y'all know my ultimate aim, what I'm trying to achieve with him by putting him in wrestling, a physical sport that's like fighting, that he's learning and he's going to get beat up on? What am I trying to do? And what's going to be the benefit to him? Legacy, what up? Legacy over, what up? Davon, what up? Be a man among men. Okay, brother. Teelan. Yeah, that. But being a man amongst men is more mental than physical. We're teaching how to lose without getting in his feelings. Okay. Self-defense, absolutely. All those is right. But that grit and that toughness, self-defense and confidence, that grit and that toughness, imagine when he takes that dealing with adversities, Ramzan, he's learning that an L is not a loss, it's a lesson. L, that getting beat up in wrestling practice for the last, he started in November, December, January, February, they're going 4 months. When he gets on the pitcher's mound, in 2025, March and April, he's already an elite level pitcher. But this here, the reliance upon self, the self-reliance, the fight through adversities, all of that, the self-defense, man, when he get on the pitcher's mound, it's gonna be on another level. You know, because the mentality. And that's the reason why. Yep. You teach him the right thing because the likes to beat you down. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. Yeah. You know, life is, you gotta learn in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is not easy. And if you are weak, you can forget it. Especially in today's time. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Anybody got any questions, man? Let's turn to a Q&A. Q&A. Never give up. Never give up. Even when you want to give up. Even when you wanted to give up. Even when you want to give up. Thomas Dawson, you still in here? Shout out to everybody that gave me super chat, man. White potatoes boiled with light butter. I don't know, Chris Holden. I don't know you. I don't know your body type. I don't know your metabolism. I don't know your age. I don't know your weight. White potatoes for me is a no-go. Is a no-go. White potatoes for me is going straight to my stomach. It's going to cover up all my ass. We not all the same. All of our bodies don't react the same to carbohydrates. All of our bodies don't react the same to protein. All of our bodies don't react the same to weed. All of our bodies don't react the same to cocaine. All of our bodies don't react the same to creatine, to stuff. You can't look at what somebody else is doing and think that because you do that, you're gonna look like them. Rashawn Wolby, what's up with Florida? Florida's chill. Florida is chill. We all got different bodies and different metabolisms. Next question. Who's next? Next question. The general. They were scared to go in his class, man. They were scared to go in his class. To Sean G, I got my blood work back. The vegan shit almost killed me. Yeah. Yeah. I done heard about that vegan diet. Do you think you have white ancestors, being a lighter skinned black male? And have you looked into your ancestry? Ain't no question. Where my mother is from, in Lincolnton, Georgia, I'm foundational black American male, right? Where my mother is from, in Lincolnton, Georgia, you have two Gunbys. You have a white family, their last name is Gunby like mine, and then you have us. Our last name is Gunby. And if you look up Gunby, the name goes back to Stratfordshire, England, or something like that. So definitely they owned us, right? But let me say this. This is also a fact. There are tribes and peoples in Africa, indigenous Africans in sub-Saharan Africa, that have never been colonized and never went through miscegenation. Look that word up. Miscegenation, M-I-S-C-E-G-E-N-A-T-I-O-N. Miscegenation, it means race mixing. These tribes in Africa never experienced race mixing, and they have a light complexion just like me. But for me, my story, that's true. Yo, Nelson, we don't talk about we don't talk about politics on my channel, man. They shadow banned and killed my first channel for doing that, so I don't talk about none of them topics, man. Did prison calisthenics help with you and Little Sean's wrestling and other prisoners? Yeah, I don't talk about that. That's the fastest way to get your YouTube channel taken down or get it shadow banned. Peace. Self-acceptance is the key. Knowledge of self is the key. Another question. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's go rapid fire. Back to back. Let's go rapid fire. Back to back. Next question. Look at the piano keys right there. Y'all see them piano keys? Y'all see it? Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all see it? Next question, y'all. Let's go. Come on. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. As a man without a father, I find it hard to navigate in my 20s when it comes to certain things. Any tips? Ain't no question, Nelson. Me and you the same thing. That's my story, homeboy. Yeah, I did 325 push-ups today. Me and my man Johnny did a 25 down. What helped your confidence more, wrestling or workouts? Neither one. What helped my confidence the most was forgiving myself, accepting myself for who I was, and stop faking and stop fronting and be myself. That helped my confidence. Yeah, you know, in your 20s, man, you know, that's why it's good to get a mentor, man. I moved to Vietnam on Thanksgiving. I've never been over there. I want to go to Vietnam. You know, you probably should try to get a mentor, man. Try to find an older man that's in his 40s that you could talk to, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a man that's older than you that you can talk to about your feelings, your thoughts, your mistakes, your problems. Never been to Vietnam. That's what I did, man. I always kept the older dude. I always kept the older man in my life that had me by like 20 years that I could go to when I had relationship problems. I had a heartbreak. My heart was broken, or I got fired from a job, or I was feeling down, feeling depressed, feeling low. An older dude can let you know that, you know, you're not alone. You know, and let you know that you're right on track. Because we've all done it, man. We've all done it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to set up some kind of mentorship relationship with me, that's fine. You know, we could do Cash App or PayPal, and we can get on the phone. We could talk face to face, live. You know what I'm saying? You can bounce all your shit off of me, and you know what I'm saying, get yourself right. But don't be ashamed of your life. Don't be ashamed that you got your heart broke. Don't be ashamed that you got rejected. Don't be ashamed that you lost money. Don't be ashamed that you lost a fight. Don't be ashamed that you got fired. You may feel these things initially, but understand that they are going to pass, right? And dudes been experiencing that long before you was here, and they're going to be experiencing that long after you gone. Fear Soul, what up? The theories on the pyramids. The pyramids at the Giza Plateau will blow your mind, man. They blew my mind. Egypt blew my mind, man. Sudan blew my mind. Blew my mind. I am all. You got it. You got it. Sada Sage, what up? I actually went into the Sudan. The Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt. I want to thank all 73 people. Yo, everybody that didn't double tap the screen and get this video a thumbs up, man. If you like it. If you don't like it, then don't give it a thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs up. I got lost in my thoughts over there. Next question. Let's go. Let's go. We got a good live going here. Have you ever felt like a mutant? No, I don't know what that is, man. See, that with that kind of question, you're gonna make me block you now because now you talking. Look at that. Look at them striations. Look at that. That's just from sitting down. Don't ask me no dumbass shit like that, man. You're making me lose respect for you. You already got a fake profile. Matter of fact, for saying that, let me just go ahead and take care of that right now, man. Check my man Taj out. Bought a hat. Scully hat. That's my man Taj. I'm finna post that on my Instagram. The Scullies is sold out. The gray Scullies is sold out. The black Scullies is sold out. Thank you, Al Merrick. I sold two custom-made hoodies. Four pair of sweatpants. I sold a lot of stuff recently. They buy my expensive stuff. Them hoodies and them sweatpants is selling. You know, y'all be talking bad about me saying my stuff too expensive, but y'all just can't afford it. There's other people out here that say, yo, Sean, let me get a hoodie. Matter of fact, give me two. Sean, what do you think about this narcissism? I never knew nothing about it, especially in these women up to date with social media. When you went to Egypt, did you feel that the food was healthier than the USA? Absolutely. Yeah, the Gucci flip-flops are $450 for flip-flops. For flip-flops, $450. But anyway, I don't know about narcissism in women in social media, man. I don't know much about that. I don't look into that. I don't think I would be into a girl, a woman who was heavily on social media. I don't think I would want to deal with that. When you was in Egypt, what is the most memorable moment? My most memorable moment when I was in Egypt, there's so many. When that doctor came and cured me when I was sick, man, I was sick on that boat. I thought I was gonna die, man. I said, man, I done flew way here to Egypt to die. I was sick, man. That nigga came and got me right. Too many memorable moments. I sat on the Great Pyramid, going to Abu Simbel, going to Nubia for the first time, you know, breathing that African air for the first time, a lot of it, man. Great experience, man. Tremendous experience. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't asking no more questions, man. Let me get up out of here, man. I thought y'all was gonna have the dope questions. Y'all ain't asking no questions. Tomorrow the job don't pay, worst layoff. Find another one. Start your own business, Hendrix. I made $76 on this live, man. This has been a good money maker. $75. Let's go. Let's see if we can put it on 100. Can we push it to 100? I need $24.04 to push it to 100. Can we push it to 100? If you get fired from a job, you get laid off, go get another one. And look for a better one while you're working that one. Start your own business. Get you a side hustle. I don't know where I'm going. 2025 is going to be big for me. It's going to be a big year for me. 2025. Look at Raheem. Raheem, come on, man. Raheem, man, you ain't have to do that much, man. Raheem, you ain't have to do that much, man. What song you want to hear, Raheem? I gotta play Raheem. Raheem, thank you for the super chat, man. All right, Happy Life. Let me see. Hey, Raheem.
Hourly Amazon employees earn an average of more than $20 an hour without...
Raheem, you know who that is? Raheem love that old music, man. You over there, Akron, Ohio? Thank you for that 50 spot, Raheem, man. I appreciate you, man. Buck 26. Good lie. Good lie. Raheem, if you want to, man, send me your phone number, email me your phone number, I'm going to call you, man. The podcast was sold at gmail.com. Yeah, he did. Shout out to Sage. Raheem do that, but Raheem do that. Raheem like for me to play that old music when I be in the car. Ride around, listen to that old soul music. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. It's 7:30. I'm finna get ready to get into bed. And take it on down, y'all. It's been a good day. I had a good day today. Now, today was a rough day. Today was not a good day. Today was not a good day. But I got through it, you know, and that's the key. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna probably go live tomorrow. Same thing Friday night. Friday night men's meeting. All right, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Peace.